Hello, welcome back. Last time, while we were camping, Syl Moonbrook appeared in the middle of the night to repay her debts to us. After some conversation, I took the opportunity to ask Syl if she would use her talents to get my sister, Galwinia, out of her hiding place in Lakeshire. Syl could see no reason not to, so she obliged, and brought my sister back to me, safe and sound. Now she will not have to face Jesus or the marching Adaran army that are sure to battle Jesus in Lakeshire when they arrive. The next morning, Syl opened a teleportation circle, and we sent Vera Cloudsack with her children and my sister back to Lake and Hearth, where they will hopefully shelter with Flawn long enough for us to see them again. We did somehow convince Ionis to keep Mr. Percy with us, and now we must decide where our priorities will point us. It's time for Dungeon Dads.
Heroes rise, heroes fall. I see them on the front line, standing tall. They're risking life and limb to answer the call. But what they fighting for? Don't know, don't care. Just along for the ride, but everyone must stand. I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna win inside.
Woo. Welcome back, everybody, to the podcast.
Yeah.
Episode 37.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. We have just blown past the Jesus episode and are moving quickly to the Jesus episode, I think. Because 32, that's the Jesus year. Anyway, in our world, not in this world. So we are, you guys,
The Dungeon Dads.
This
are the Dungeon Dads.
This is a big moment. And before we get into it, I just want to remind everybody who your players are. I am your DM, Tom Blaylock, and I am joined, as always, by Abel Rockbrother, Sam Frank.
Hi, everybody. So good to be here again.
Filnir Omajira, played by Tim Carr.
Hello, everybody. Thanks for listening.
And Ionis Silhavin, played by John Watson.
I'm jazzed. I'm ready to go, dude.
Awesome. And we have a special guest this week, Reginald Percy. Thank you. Oh, it's good to be here and still with the group. So guys, last week, there's a couple of things that I want to add to Filnir's intro here. So you got a little bit of information about Galwinia's contacts in Lake and Hearth. Mm-hmm. And just to remind you, she said that there was a person running the inn, and you know that person to be Yvonne, who is also the head of the fishing cooperative in Lake and Hearth. She also mentioned that there was a boatman that runs as a sort of night boatman, bringing things in and out of Lakeshire.
These are the friends of Galwinia.
These are the friends of Galwinia, the people
the
that
pals
sort of
of Gal. The Gal pals.
The Gal pals. And then the other thing, and I was particularly embarrassed about this, after I begged these guys to put their Ladybone lenders on because I had something planned for this.
that was funny.
That was terrible. That was the worst metagaming ever.
I just need somebody to put their glasses on.
I didn't want to be like, Abel, you just feel this really strong urge to put your glasses on. What are you going to do? But they saw those scrying eyes. They were watching you.
Scrying eyes.
Yeah. And and the other thing that I think is really big deal is that you have invited Percy to be in your trio.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm very excited. It's so good. Ionis has something at stake now, unlike before.
And that we ended in a tense standoff with some dwarves.
That's right. The Holdershek dwarves there. So I told you that Varric was there, who's a ranger, and also Harbeck, who, if you listen to Abel's beginning episode 0, his origin story, he actually helped Forsyth, who is Harbeck's son, become a man and go on a hunting expedition when he did the first, there was the first taste of Abel's sort of blood war magic of Tempest, which is pretty cool. So listen to that episode if you haven't listened to it already.
It's called Dungeon Dad Origins, Abel Begins, Rockbrother Rising.
That's right. All right. Well, are you guys ready to get this thing going?
Let's do it.
Yeah, I'm ready.
You got these dwarves coming up on you, and Abel walks out and he says, Holdersheks, get out here and give me a hug or something like that.
That is what I said. You want me to do it again?
Let's do it.
and
Do
we'll
it
just pick
again.
up from
Do it
there?
again. Yeah.
God damn it, Harbeck Holdershek. You get over here and give this man a hug.
Abel?
Yeah, man.
Rockbrother?
Yeah, man.
You don't look like Abel Rockbrother.
Well, as I said before, this is my apotheosis.
Cubby, Flig, Varric, bows down. And you see a Holdershek you've never met, but clearly a Holdershek with dark black hair and braided beard come out from the trees. And he is carrying no weapons. He's taller than all the other Holdersheks. And the defining feature, other than his beard and his sort of piercing black eyes that you see, is that he doesn't seem to blink at all. And he steps out and he says, Harbeck, you know this man? Yes, I know that man. He lived in the mountain for years. I don't know the others, though. Harbeck. Doggerdolf says we need to kill him. So we gotta kill him.
Wait, who says you gotta kill me?
Mouth shut, human. And he sort of motions to the trees. Bring your bows back up. And Harbeck runs out in front of Garrick and this is Garrick Holdershek. This is the one who's speaking, and says, "No, put your guns down. We can talk. And Harbeck says, maybe Doggerdolf will want to parlay. Will want to parlay with them. I don't think that's gonna work.
You take orders from Doggerdolf now? I thought you were dwarves of the mountain.
Doggerdolf.
Well, at least tell me who Doggerdolf is then before you fill me full of arrows. I've been filled full of arrows before. I didn't care for it.
And there's kind of a silence that sort of just, it's a calm, but it feels very tense. And Harbeck and Garrick both look back at another tree in the clearing, and you see this just absolutely ancient looking dwarf hobble out from behind the tree. And Garrick runs over to him. This dwarf has no beard, and you can see that his eyes are actually sewn closed, like they might not have eyeballs behind the eyes. and he is just sort of ambling in your direction, and you just sense an extreme amount of power from this ancient dwarf, and he reaches his hand out to Garrick, who has walked over to him, and you see that he drops something in his hand, and Garrick holds it and looks at it, and sort of you see his lips moving, but he's not making a sound, and he brings it over to you, Ionis, and
Well,
and
just real quick, I thought Filner and I were in the hut.
They're in the hut still.
you guys are still in the
Yeah,
hut?
we're in the
Okay,
hut.
sorry. So
I'm the only one outside the hut.
okay, all right, thank you. So they don't even see that there are others there.
No, they
at
just
this
see
point.
a dome and Abel.
So Garrick brings the coin to you. It's this small iron coin, and you can see that it just all it has on it is two triangles that have different. There's one triangle to the left, and it's a little bit lower than the other triangle to the right of it, and that's the only two things on this coin. And he says, "You don't have long. Hold the coin and speak to Dogerdolf."
All right. I take the coin.
Okay, so the coin sort of vibrates in your hand, and you have used the sort of tarry magic chaw that is popular in the Breen Valley, which allows people to whisper to each other from great distances. And it sort of has that feel about it, but as you hold it, you feel it sort of vibrates in your hand, and it vibrates your arm, and it actually vibrates your neck and all the way up to your right ear. And you actually can hear the coin in your ear through your bones. And you just hear, "Why were you in the mountain?"
Wait, now do I have to talk out loud to it? Or can I
S-
whisper
so you can-
to it like it's whispering to me?
Varric looks at you and says, you don't have to speak very loud. Just talk into the coin."
Not only will I speak loud, I will speak loud enough for all to hear, and I will and I will phrase this so that other people can hear the other side of the conversation. Why was I in the mountain?
You see Dogerdolf like sort of stumble backwards, and he's got something in his hand. It's not a coin, but he has something else in his hand.
Oh, okay.
And he steps away from it.
Oh, you're
and-
Doggerdolf right in front of me. Sorry, I thought I was talking to somebody else.
And he just holds his hand down like lower, lower, lower. He doesn't seem to be trying to fuck you over on this. He just cannot speak.
All right.
My business is my own, but I believe you can tell I am beloved of the mountain.
You are not beloved of me, and I am the king of the mountain now.
Oh, you're the king of the mountain now. Well, why didn't you say so?
I have just told you. There was a woman who went in with you. Where is she?
Doggerdolf. That's a strange name for a dwarf. Have you been with the Holdershek clan long?
They are useful to me, as you might also be useful to me.
Oh boy.
Where is Handa? She was carrying my spawn.
I flip the coin back to him.
Okay. It hits him in the head and then lands on the floor. He can't react fast enough.
Harbeck, Garrick, why are you taking orders from this guy? He's a weird cult dude, I think.
Harbeck kind of looks at Varric and Garrick, and and just kind of, do you remember when we didn't follow Doggerdolf?
Well, yeah, you mean like all the time that I lived here?
Doggerdolf has always been king of the Holdersheks. And Garrick looks and says, "I always."
And just to be clear, I'm pretty certain that's not the case, right?
You are certain that is not the case.
Like, it's
that you
not,
are 100% certain.
I'm pretty sure they didn't just like neglect to mention this, right?
100%.
Can I put my lenders on?
Yeah, sure.
So wait, I gotta come up with something to say before I put them on. I gotta be like, well, nah, never mind. I don't have a good one yet. I just put them on and I go, let me get this straight. Doggerdolf has always been king of the Holdershek dwarves.
I always I I don't really know why we're called Holdershek. We ought to be called Doggerdolf dwarves, I suppose.
So, do I see anything through the lenders?
I need you to give me an intelligence check.
Oh boy,
Tom, I'm curious. I assume I know we can see out of the dome, but I don't know how much we can hear and how far away they are exactly from where we are.
I mean, I'm not too far away. You guys should be able to hear
what's going on. Yeah.
Ooh, that's a 16 intelligence check.
Okay. All right. So you see that there is an ancient looking dwarf, but it almost looks like you see something behind it. And it is much, much larger than a dwarf. And it almost kind of looks like the way you're sort of squinting through this thing and with your lenders on, you can see the shape of it's female. It is 8 feet tall with dark gray skin that is dripping off in places. And you have not seen anything quite like this ever before. And I know you've seen a lot of things, but it's clearly using illusion magic to project the image of a dwarf in front of her. And you now kind of realize that when Garrick went up there to get the coin, that she didn't let Garrick get too close because her actual body is so much larger than the illusion of the dwarf that she is disguised as.
Tom, how much detail do we see in the face of this female?
So you guys, you and Ionis cannot see that yet.
I mean, my lenders were on at the end of last episode when we saw the scrying spell, so I don't know that they've ever come off.
So this is not, lenders do not give you true sight,
okay,
but I will not give you disadvantage when you come to examine this this dwarf. So Sam got a straight roll, and so will you.
Okay.
Unless he says something, then I might give you advantage.
So here's the thing. There's the appearance illusion, but I'm more concerned about whatever mental suggestion or whatever she has given to these dwarves. Right? To me, that is the more nefarious effect right now. And I can't see, or let me ask you this. Like, obviously I have I know that they're under some kind of enchantment. Could I cast a dispel magic on that suspicion, or do I need to be able to like perceive the effect?
So you can't do an area for this,
Right.
but
I could do a person, right?
You could do a person for sure. Yeah.
So do I is Garrick is he the leader?
Harbeck is the leader of the clan.
Okay.
Garrick, and you know this, he's the political leader of the clan. Garrick is a naturist, is a forest naturist, and is sort of in charge of all the religious rites of the group, and, among other things. And you also know that Varric is a ranger and is in charge of all the troops. So these three Holdersheks, who are also brothers, I mean, I didn't mention this earlier, but like, it is weird for them all three to be like anywhere together at the same time, except for maybe, holidays. Varric is usually ranging around the mountain, and Garrick, has a holy grove of trees that he tends that are not too far away from the Holdershek township, but also, not that close either. They're essentially three different tribes that are held together by family bonds, and Harbeck, ostensibly is the top of it, but they all three have their own power. It is weird that they're out together and with such a small hunting party.
I say loudly enough for the guys in the dome to hear me.
I can't believe what these dwarves are telling me. Like I literally can't believe it, fellas.
So as he says that, I'm going to run an Arcana check on the old dwarf.
All right.
That's a natural 20.
Oh my God. I don't want to say this because I want to ruin it, but I think right now, this is the turning point in Ionis Silhavine's low rolls. This is the beginning, guys.
Don't say it. Don't
this
jinx
is
it.
happen.
Don't
This is it.
No, I think for sure this is it.
No,
I don't think he's ever going to roll a 1 again.
This is
Damn it.
all right. So, okay. Let me see how much I want to give you on this one.
Just give it.
All
Just
right.
give it all to me, baby.
For sure. This is an elevated use of disguise self that this thing is doing. In your reading, and this is you got a natural 20, so I'm going to give you something good on this one, okay? In your reading and study of the monsters of the mountains around Monterre, you kind of remember coming across something called an Annis hag that has a very difficult time speaking, and uses small iron coins that she makes of her own accord in order to speak. And these things are incredibly powerful. And she is, they're relatively famous for wreaking havoc on communities of mountain dwarves. And you recognize that this is happening here.
So
though you do not know that, like, in your readings, you did not ever hear of them being able to do charms or ensorcel people.
So
Okay.
while Jonas has been soaking up that information, I think I've figured out what I'm going to do.
Okay.
Which is, I say,
Garrick, Varric, Harbeck, heed me. This is not Duggerdolf. It is a pretender.
and I point my spear at it and I go,
I don't believe it.
and I cast Dispel Magic. This is an actual spell slot, Dispel Magic, not my once daily iconoclast Dispel Magic.
Okay, so it's a 3rd level spell, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And sorry, go ahead.
You go first.
Well,
You tell me
so
my DC.
So no. So she is only under the effect of the disguise
okay.
spell.
All right, so it goes away.
And it goes away. And they're all looking at her. And you hear from the trees, but it's only one person who does that. And you can't see who it is, but then you hear someone say, Flag, what's wrong? And you hear someone say, I look, it's not a dwarf. Dargerdolf is not a dwarf. Look, can't you see? It don't matter. Our king is our king. We're going to help the king take the mountain and use the mountain.
But what say you, king? Do you not see yon giant hag?
All right.
And sorry, go ahead.
All right. So they're bickering. I see that the Annis hag that I thought might be there comes out, and I tell Philna, be ready. And the dome comes down. How many dwarves are around?
Okay, so Garrick and Harbeck. So there's two dwarves that are right near Abel. So right next to Abel is Harbeck. Garrick is between Abel and Dagerdolf, say 35, 40 feet between Dagerdolf and Abel.
Mm-hmm.
And Garrick is right in the middle. So let's say 15 feet between, sort of a straight line, those three of them.
Okay.
And then the trees up out of the clearing, that's where you heard the gasp.
Okay. And the guys near the hag, they're just looking like they're like, protect the king.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The sphere goes down. I raise my hands into the sky, and all of a sudden loud thunder starts to crackle in the air, and sparks of electricity come around the Annis hag, and I drop a storm sphere on top of Abel and the dwarves and the hag.
What is this?
Oh man.
All right, so I'm protecting Abel from the effects of it, but the wind has picked up, and there is electricity around, and it has become difficult terrain. They can still see, but they need to make a strength saving throw.
Oh, you son of a bitch. Okay.
So yeah, the dwarves and the hag need to make a strength saving throw.
All right. So, all right, let me get this thing together. All right. Harbeck is not going to do too well for this. Let me see. What's this? All right, let me get this one. Okay, what's your DC? What's the DC on this one?
My DC is 15.
Okay, so Harbeck, I think it's not bad for Harbeck to beat that one, right? Like, you don't hate Harbeck.
I don't hate Harbeck.
And then let's see here. And then Garrick needs to do it. And Garrick is, oh, this is not good for Garrick. Garrick gets a 13.
Okay.
And so he falls on his ass, is that right?
He's just going to take just a little bit of bludgeoning damage.
Okay, and then you're not going to like this. The Annis hag is the Annis hag can really hold her own here. She is going to get a 16.
Okay.
On this one.
So then as a bonus action, a bolt of lightning streaks down onto the Annis hag.
Oh, okay.
And that is 14 that I rolled plus 7. So that'll be a 21 to hit.
Wow. Jesus. Okay, that hits. And you hear the Annis hag something that she's wearing when this thing hits like falls off of her back.
Hey.
And you can't quite see what it is, but it's a big sack of something.
All right. And she's going to take 17 lightning damage.
Oh my God. Okay.
So I assume we're in initiative now?
We're going to be in initiative now. Yeah. Okay. Oh my goodness.
That's a 7 for me.
Okay.
I rolled a 10.
Let me get these other things here.
It was a 12 for Filnir.
And I am going to do all of the archers, even Varric, together, if that's all right, guys.
Okay. I mean, depends on who they're shooting at.
Well, that's going to be, I think that's going to be, it's going to be tricky here, but I'm going to have Harbeck and Garrick are going to have their own order. All right. Oh, wow. Okay. And then Garrick. I'm not going to tell you what they got until it's their turn. Okay.
All right.
We'll keep the suspense up a little bit. Oh my God. Okay. Oh man, you guys. Okay. Let me sort this thing and then we'll get this show on the road here. All right. It looks like, okay. So the person's going to go first. The archers are going to go first in the trees, and you see that there is a little bit of like a movement up above. So your thing is down, right, Jonas? The hut is down.
That's down.
Okay. So one of these guys just doesn't even hesitate and immediately sends it shoots his longbow straight at you. This is Varric. And he's going to do a 13. Is that going to miss?
Is this Jonas?
Jonas, yeah.
I'm going to cast Shield.
Okay.
And that'll miss.
Oh,
okay.
Because you had not yet cast Mage Armor?
That's right.
It hadn't happened yet, God damn it.
And how about 17? Does that
just had to get that Storm Shield in first. Yeah.
Right. The shield blocks that one as well.
Okay. And you hear Cubby says, attack, and Varric says, aye, and Cubby is gonna shoot at you too. 12.
Nope.
It's a miss.
Ping, ping, ping.
15. Golly, nope. That's bad. and then Flig is just like, no, it's a hag or something. It's terrible. It's huge. It's a monstrosity. Don't shoot. They're here to help. Okay. Filnir.
Oh, I got to roll for Pawson, or no, he goes on my turn, right?
He's going to go on your turn.
Okay.
Let's have him go. You just tell me, and the whole time he will go either right before or right after you, but you have to stick to it.
For the battle or for the campaign?
The whole battle. No, the whole battle. This battle.
Like how big a decision am I making?
No, just for this battle.
I'll have him go after me.
Okay.
So
you have his sheet, yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
Forgot to roll for Saber.
He'll go on your turn. Your turn.
The Saber's back.
He'll go on your turn, John.
Okay. All right.
I'll give you the same choice. It'll just make this easy.
Cool.
Okay, so how far am I from them? I was in the hut with Jonas.
Yeah, so Abel was about 25, 30 feet north of you. And then the hag is about 50 feet straight line from you. So you're sort of a triangle. Like there's if you go north toward Abel, and then the hag is exactly straight due west from Abel, about 35 feet. So you are right at 40 feet away from the hag.
Okay.
But she's in a sleet storm. Is that what this thing is called?
No, it's a storm sphere. It's a
sphere.
20 foot radius, so 40 feet across.
This thing is big. When it's your turn, I want you to describe it in more detail, John, because I want to get our heads around this thing.
And it's difficult terrain for everybody, right?
Difficult terrain for everyone within it.
Right. Okay.
Except for Abel.
And everybody takes
Wait a
damage.
second. Is that because of your evocation pockets?
I created a pocket around Abel.
Okay.
And that moves with me in the storm sphere. That's nice.
Okay, so
got your back, baby.
Got your front.
Filnir is going to Hexblade's Curse the hag.
Okay.
So I'll have to move in 10 feet to be within range because the range on that's 30 feet. So I'll move in 10 feet and I will Hexblade's Curse the hag. And then, given the distance and the Storm Sphere, I will just cast Eldritch Blast on it. Which has 2 bolts at this level, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, not 3 yet. All right. First one is a 21.
That is a hit.
Okay. So that's 8 force damage. And the second one, 26. That's a 19. So does that trigger the Hexblade's Curse, I guess, is the question.
Well, here's the question. So I don't know this for sure. Is Hexblade's Curse a weapon attack, or is it a, like, with your packed weapon? Or...
Any attack roll you make against the cursed target is a critical hit on a roll of 19 or 20 on the D20. So that was a 19 plus 7. So that would count as a crit.
That's an attack roll.
That's an attack roll, yeah, right. For sure.
So, okay, yeah, I got to roll my damage. So 2d10 in this case instead of the 1d10.
All right, do it.
So a 4 and a 4. So 8 again.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Okay. All right. So next up is Jonas. So Ionis, you need to decide if Saber is going to go immediately before or immediately after you.
Oh, wait, Pawson.
Oh, sorry. Pawson. Right.
Yeah. No, I forgot to.
Let me eat it, master. Dwarves are delicious.
Pawson, I don't want to hurt the other dwarves yet. I think they've been charmed or something. I'm going to have Pawson stand up near me and ready a bite on any dwarf that comes within melee range with ill intent.
All right. It is done. All right, John.
All right, I'm going to send Saber first. Send him over toward the trees. I don't want to send him into the sphere because he'll be gone, but I'll send him over toward the trees. If any of the dwarves come down from those trees, he'll provide the help action for whoever attacks one of those dwarves.
So I don't think you can ready the help action.
Sure, but he's just going to be in position. He's just going to be in position.
Okay. All right.
When they come down, if he's able to follow them and provide the help action, he just can't get anywhere near whoever's in the sphere. It would help.
You can't ready the help action because that'd be a good idea.
I
just be like, I'm gonna help the first person who attacks this guy. I'd have to look it up.
I think you'll have to say, I am going to give the help action to so and so on the attack of this particular person. I think that's.
I'm trying to remember because you said that you said before. Because before I said I'm going to help Filnir, but then you said I have to help a target, or you have to help someone with a target. So then I said, well, yeah. I'll target somebody and then provide the help action.
I think it's both, right? So you have to say, Saber will help Abel attack Varric.
Okay.
On his next attack. I think that's how you need to do it.
Okay. I'm going to send him to the trees. If any of the dwarves climb out of the trees, he'll be ready to help out over there.
Okay. All right.
Until we figure out something else. So Jonas has brought his hands down and he's kind of brought them in front of his chest and is kind of forming a sphere with his hands, much like he does with the pockets. The clouds that formed begin to kind of swirl in a horizontal vortex, and everyone trapped within 40 feet. It's a 20-foot radius sphere, so within 40 feet, the clouds just start whipping around. The wind starts picking up, and they just have a difficult time moving and getting to where they need to go. And then the wind is moving so hard that it's actually they begin taking damage from the wind if they can't if their strength saving throw does not help them. And so they're going to have to make another strength saving throw at the end of their turns. They're going to have to make another strength saving throw. But that is going to be at the beginning of their turns. They're going to take 10 damage, half if they save, and then I'm going to send I'm going to look at the Annis Hag. My hands are going to be kind of busy messing with the storm sphere, and I'm going to look straight into the Annis Hag's soul, and the guys are going to see a beam of light streak from my forehead and hit her right in the forehead. And I'm going to do
Is this the lightning bolt that you're sending out?
It is not the lightning bolt. This is a mind sliver. And that's I don't know why I'm rolling. That's actually a DC 15 intelligence save, and that would be that'll be 6 psychic damage if it's on a failed save. And since I have, well, go ahead.
Okay, I got a 5.
Okay.
On that.
Okay,
right.
so you're going to take 6 psychic damage, and you're also going to get a D4 off of your next saving throw. So that's the saving throw to get out of this, or whatever else that we send at the Annis Hag. And then, as a bonus action, I'm going to send down another streak of lightning at the Annis Hag, and that is going to be a 25 to hit.
God damn. Okay, yeah, it hits.
Abel sees all this and he just goes, "You're a wizard, Jonas."
And then that's going to be 14 damage.
Oh my god. Oh my god, this is
Krakow.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. So Abel is next.
Wow, I am? Okay.
Yes, listen.
You got some real bad initiative rolls over there.
I rolled some really bad initiative rolls. Really, really, really bad initiative rolls.
Damn, son.
All right. What's Harbeck looking like?
Harbeck is looking very confused, and I'll tell you, it's one of these things where he is clearly ensorcelled, but he likes you, and it's not like
they're fighting.
I mean, yeah, you're fighting, but it's sort of like, is he going to go?
The two effects are fighting. His
the two effects are fighting.
And his
yes, that's right. Yeah, that's right. I'm going to give him a roll to see what he does.
Like right now or on his turn?
On his turn, man.
Oh, okay.
It will largely. I mean, if you hit him in the face, like he's probably going to hit you in the face back.
Well, here's what I'm going to do. I just hold my spear over my head and I say, "Let the re-ensorcelled be de-ensorcelled." And I point it at him. I go, "I don't believe it." I'm going to cast Dispel Magic, another third level Dispel Magic specifically on Harbeck.
Okay, so now this is a little bit harder. This is a DC 16.
I am going to use my inspiration point.
Okay.
From a couple of episodes ago to give myself advantage on this.
Now, you don't have to use it before you roll.
Is it one of those where you can use it after the roll, but before you say what's going to happen, Tom?
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right.
I will let you roll it.
So
afterwards.
This is a straight wisdom check, right?
Straight wisdom check.
That's an 11.
Okay.
I'm going to use my inspiration point.
Do it.
I'm going to try this again. 20, baby.
Okay. Garrick just sort of like stumbles backwards and goes, "Oh, gee."
Wait,
Forsyth.
Garrick does or Harbeck?
Harbeck.
Okay.
Sorry. Harbeck. Okay. Forsyth. No, Forsyth. Oh, gods. Okay. Good job.
All right. And then how close is he to the edge of the storm sphere?
He's in it. He's probably, it's a 20-foot radius. So he's about 5 feet in.
He's about 5 feet in. Okay. He'll be fine.
Yeah, he can move out of it.
Yeah.
All right. And I am going to use my movement to close with the Annis Hag.
Okay. All right. Oh yeah, you don't have to roll your saving throw for this thing, and no difficult terrain, right, John?
Right.
Nope.
Oh, that's nasty. Oh, I'm not sure.
Unaffected.
I'm not sure how I feel about that. Shit. Okay. All right, it's fine. It's fine. Who cares? Okay.
Evocation wizard.
Okay. So you close on her, and let's see.
And
here.
I say, unensorcel my friends, you sorcerer.
All right, John. She will if she ends her turn inside the storm sphere, she needs to roll a strength saving throw.
Right.
It's just difficult terrain for her now. So she is going to okay. Oh man. Okay. She slashes at Abel with her claws. She has these long, like these crazy long claws, and she slashes at him with one hand, and it looks like this. 14.
14 will miss.
Okay. And then she tries to bite you. So she you just like these giant, she opens her mouth and it's almost like an alligator how wide this mouth gets. And so she reaches she leans down to you and tries to bite your neck. A 25, does that hit?
25 is going to hit.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Okay.
Damn.
Okay. And let me
All right, she witch, come get some.
All right, she's gonna let me roll these. Okay, that is gonna be 13 piercing damage.
Oof.
And then when she bites you down like that, when she bites down and she grabs onto your neck and she reaches her arms around you and squeezes you, and on your turn you can escape from this, but we're going to roll a contested check first to see if she can actually squeeze to hurt you or just if she's just grappling you. Okay.
Is it a
athletics or acrobatics? It's your choice.
15.
Okay. She got a 13. Okay, so she can't actually squeeze you, but she has you grappled now. You are now currently grappled by her.
I'm tough as leather. I hope you choke on that piece you just bit off.
All right. Okay. And that's it for her.
She's got to make the strength saving throw.
Oh, strength saving throw. Here we go. No problem. That's going to be a 14.
Haha, it's a DC 15. Yeah.
Damn it. Oh,
10,
damn. Okay.
10
All
points
right.
of bludgeoning damage.
Doesn't she get
Okay.
Wait, does mine
Oh, and she has to. She also has to do minus D4. Roll a D4.
Well, but she already lost.
Just to make her fail it
Just
worse,
to make
man.
it fail worse.
Okay,
She's never gonna do that.
Just so John
you
feels like,
you roll a d4. It's your spell. You should roll it. You should roll a d4.
let
Fine,
John
I'll
feel
roll a
like he
D4.
got max usage out of that mind.
Come on, a 4.
Oh, that's 3 off of
3.
that.
Oh man, she doesn't even. It's not even close. Okay. All right. I will tell you guys. She is looking real bad.
So she just took
Okay.
10 damage from that.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's Harbeck
storm.
Holdershek's turn now. And he just looks like super confused and doesn't want to engage with the Annis hag, but he does see his boy Abel like being basically eaten by this damn thing. And so he runs over and let's see here. It's 20 feet. He can't get there all the way. He can't get to you.
You don't have to stab it, Harbeck. Just tell your men not to shoot me.
Yeah. Well, he's in it now. He yells out, but it's like they can't hear because
The
storm is just
swirling
around. So he runs over and he just dashes and gets his hands on her. He only gets about to her belt. Is his hand, so he's like pulling, and he's like, and you sort of hear him
punch
say,
her in the knees.
"Oh, there's skulls and Forsyth, and he is pulling at her and also weeping. And Garrick Holdershek is having none of it.
Unfortunately, he also has to make a strength saving throw.
Okay, yeah, that's right. Thank you, John.
He could have left. He could have walked away.
Should have run out.
Okay. Let's see here. How about a 11?
No, he takes 10 damage.
I just imagine there's enough like rocks and branches in there that every once in a while just like one just like whaps you in the head, right? Like
it's like a tornado in here. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm not gonna lie to you. Harbeck was made when you guys were first level. He is not looking excellent. All right, and then Garrick's literally having none of this. He is going to he goes, "Oh, King of the mountain, no!" And he begins to cast, and he looks up to the sky where Jonas's storm is, and he takes his hand, he sort of shapes and pulls, and he makes the cylinder above the storm even darker and even more windy, and he points at Jonas, and a lightning bolt comes and slams down at Jonas. DC. Well, roll me a
counterspell.
A dexter. Oh shit.
Counterspell.
Okay. What level you casting it as?
This is the 3rd level.
Okay. And nothing happens.
And this is a 3rd level spell. Come on now. So the lightning
the
lightning comes down, and I just wave my hand, and it just kind of looks like it bounces off me, just disappears. Ba-pow!
God damn it. Okay. God. Okay.
Never bet against a magician who's willing to use all his spell slots before dawn.
Hey, after this fight, I have an idea. I have a new short, long rest method that I'm gonna.
Come on now! Now you're telling us.
Give me a break.
You know what? We do have one thing that we've forgotten that we need to put into the fray.
What's that?
Mr. Percy.
Oh, right. Okay. John, roll a d20 for me.
Stay behind me, Percy. Don't do anything. Stay behind me.
Yeah.
D20.
Yeah, you roll me a d20.
That's a 3.
Perfect. Guess what? Mr. Percy acts next. Perfect. He did not get skipped. He says, "That man was trying to hit you with spellworks, Master. I let Percy take him down." And Percy jumps up. He's not yet wearing the armor that you guys gave him.
What? Come on now.
You guys were still resting. But he reaches down and he pulls from you guys gave him a short sword, right?
It was a dagger.
It's a dagger.
What was
This is not going to go well for old Percy. It's fine.
After we made such a big deal about that breastplate and him having worn armor before, he didn't even try it on.
Okay, he put it on.
That's the doggone right.
It's cool. It's cool. Breastplate is a 14 AC, right? Yeah.
Plus his dex mod.
Then it's gonna be a 15. Then
There you
okay.
go.
All
Are you
right,
sure it's
we
not a
got it.
16?
I'm positive. I'm 100% positive. Okay, so he's gonna run out at Garrick.
No, Percy.
And swing this sword, and he misses. Okay. Perfect. Oh shoot! He's got to roll a strength saving throw.
Who did he? No, he ran into the storm. He's not dumb.
I'm just kidding.
Especially not if he still has 5 HP.
I'm just kidding.
Exactly.
But if you ever want to make Jonas drop a storm sphere, just have Mr. Percy run into it.
I don't understand. It's a 4th level spell. He could have put everybody in a pocket, but he chose to only put Abel. It's crazy.
Because they were all acting weird, and I can only do pockets on people that I drop it on.
Okay. Oh, that makes sense. Okay. So there's a commotion up in the trees, and you hear the female dwarf arguing with a male dwarf, and then you hear the ranger Varric Holdershek call out, "Just attack! Just attack!" And he shoots at you again, Jonas.
Attack the hag.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
Hold on. Let me try a different voice. Attack the hag.
There you go. All right, let's see.
It's breakfast time. Attack the haggis.
Jesus.
That
8.
misses.
I know.
Wait, the joke or the attack?
Both. All right. The
All
19. The 19 hits.
Okay. And not only does it hit, but this archer, like, you see that it's got a little extra juice on it. And
this
what kind?
particular one that hits
Orange? Apple?
Yeah. Here we go.
It's a slightly sweet tang when it gets there.
You're going to take 5 plus 8. So 13 damage.
Oh, my temporary hit points.
Right. Is there a con check for that storm thing?
Yeah, there is.
Um,
So I got to do a Constitution saving throw.
Yep.
All right, here we go. Come on. 14.
Good.
Okay.
Good.
Cool.
All right.
Cool.
You got it. It's still up.
Cool.
Okay. Filnir.
Okay.
And that person
the
was
hag-
not in the sphere, right?
No, that person's up on the ridge.
Okay.
That's the archer.
And you're not in the sphere, right, John?
Ionis is not.
No, I'm
Ionis
not
is
in the
outside.
sphere. No,
Right.
I did it. Yeah,
because
it's
that
in
wind
front
would
of-
take away any arrows.
Exactly.
Just
Well, that's
whip
true.
them away.
That's true. Well, did the arrow go through the storm sphere? Because then it's like
No, it didn't.
It calculated the wind.
It
Adjusted
coursed
its
right,
scope.
right through, right at your face. And I just realized this guy has that ability, and he will be using it next time as well because.
So
Yeah.
Filnir, as a bonus action, is going to magically teleport to 5 feet behind the hag because of
This is
his
the-
relentless hex and the Hexblade's curse being on her.
Okay.
And then is going to swing his sword at her back.
Oh my god! I just realized does the Hexblade's curse give extra damage?
It does 3 extra damage, which should have been
We should have given it on the last one, but
on all those blasts.
How many
so that would have
blasts was
been-
it?
It was 2 blasts, but one of them was a crit, so it rolled twice. But I assume you just add the 3 twice,
Okay,
so it'd be 6 more. But anyway,
that's good. I got it. I'm
all right, I'm
gonna
gonna
add
swing
there.
it.
We're gonna...
16. Does that hit?
That's a miss. Thank the gods. Oh man.
damn.
All right. I will take my extra attack
Yeah,
from
you will.
Thirsting Blade. 24.
Okay.
Yeah.
I assume that one will hit.
All right. Tell me what you do.
Is this
Tell
the
me
end
how
of her?
This is the end of her.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
15 damage on that one with the Hexblade's curse.
Yes.
I think wherever fell off of her back left some sort of opening before. So Filnir's just going to capitalize on that and swing right for it and just run her through.
Okay. Yeah. So the sword enters her back. Now she is so big that you go all the way to the hilt with your rapier. And
then I leave it in.
And it does not. Yes, of course. Oh man, it's been a while.
It's been a while.
It's been a while. And the force of it, and just the life leaves her, and she falls forward. Her mouth still around Abel's neck. She's still holding him in a crushing embrace, and she rolls over and lands right on top of Abel. And Abel, you're not gonna take any damage for this, but you guys are gonna have to move her off of him. But you're still in this storm sphere, and
so that was my bonus action and my action. So I might call, she's down, kill the storm, Jonas.
All right. So can we say before when I see him teleport in and stab, can I have killed it before it hit him?
It wouldn't hit me till the end of my turn. So
Yeah.
And
So
you can
you
drop
say-
it at any time. Yeah.
You can drop it anytime. Does not
and
take an action.
I can take the damage. I'm not worried about it.
Yeah.
Well, that's the only. I mean, but why? Why? Let somebody keep the temporary hit points. So I just
Yeah,
I see,
yeah. You can drop it. You can drop it before.
I see
he
him
takes the
teleport in,
damage,
and I
yeah.
drop it.
Okay. All right.
The hag falls.
And the hag falls, and there's the archers up above have clearly decided they're going to go ahead and stick to their plan, and they had their arrows knocked, and then as the hag falls, like something changes in them, and they all release their arrows, but they sail wildly past you, Jonas, this time, and Garrick, who is so angry at your counterspelling his lightning bolt, he had begun to cast something else, and you see that little forms of bears are forming, like there's like dust of like coming together from the ground, and you can see they're generally in the shape of bears, and then he lets his hands go and the bears never fully take shape, and Filnir.
Guys, it looks like we barely made it.
No, but and what you hear is you don't see Abel at all. You can't hear him, but
it's like my
Filnir-
worst nightmare.
But Filnir, you realize that you are standing over a netting bag that has a young dwarf dead corpse in it, along with the bits and pieces of legs, pieces of arms of other dwarves, and some Durgers are in there as well, and several small rocks are also in this netting bag.
Pawson, can you help me drag this hag off of Abel? She's quite large.
Yes, I can do it.
And if you're hungry, I don't think anyone would mind if you...
I will not eat this monstrosity, master.
I have yet to learn what your preferred diet is. I apologize.
Hominids.
Got it.
Awesome.
What is... Does anybody understand what is going on?
Phil,
Where did she come from?
Get Abel out from underneath.
Yes, Pawson, pull.
And he's pulling and
Like
and
on
he's
her
like,
ankle, right?
he's pulling on her neck to move it, and he just bits of gray rotting flesh just come out in his mouth, and he just spits it out.
No, Pawson, grab somewhere where there might be bones. Here, let me help, and I'll sort of tug on one foot, and he can tug on the other, just kind of drag her off.
I start pushing with my mage hand.
Oh, good. Okay, yeah.
Jonas ain't touching it, even though he can clean himself like that. Nope. It's just,
Nope, mage hand. Ew, yeah,
So this thing is like probably 500, 600 pounds. And with you all pushing, you're able to sort of roll it off of Abel, and Filnir and Jonas, you're like toward the top, like you're toward where Abel will be, and you roll the hag off of him, and you see that he is like sunken in the mud a little bit underneath. And tell us what you're feeling. Tell us what your face is, Abel.
So I've got like all the like gore smeared down me from where they were trying to drag her off, and I managed to sit up in the mud, and I hold my spear up. Behold, young dwarven warriors, the glory of battle. Tempest loves honorable combat. I'm sure he got a real kick out of that one.
Harbeck is over with the net, and he is. You see him.
Oh man, this is too many net bags full of body parts in 1 month.
Oh, I don't really remember how it happened. It hadn't been as long as maybe we thought. And you see Garrick, and he comes over and goes, "Oh, my whole grove. She ate my whole grove."
What do you mean she ate your grove? Your grove of what?
All of my druids. The grove, the circle. We have none left.
Do you know who this is, or why she wanted to, as you said, conquer the mountain?
And he kind of walks over and looks and says, we've seen these before. Many years ago. They prey on towns of dwarves on mountains. They're hags, and they usually come in twos. But I've only seen the one.
Oh shit.
And Varric comes down, and he's the ranger, and he sort of like tidies up around her, and he goes to Abel and says, "We owe you a debt of gratitude. Again, Rockbrother. Thank you."
I'm gonna put my linders on again
Okay.
and just look around in a semi-paranoid way.
Okay.
Oh, give me a second here, Brother Varric. I've been grounded.
And I put my linders on.
All right. I mean, look, you got mud in your eyes. There's a lot of things that look like they could be a little bit off. Give me a D4.
Let's see here. That's the one that's like a triangle. 1.
Okay. So between Harbeck, Varric, Garrick, and Cubby, you rolled a 1. And so you're looking at Harbeck, and you something doesn't seem quite right with Harbeck. But you can't, it's hard to tell.
For someone just saying these things usually come in twos, you guys don't seem nearly as panicky as you should.
Well, we just want to get back, rebuild. And Cubby is like freaking out. And
So Harbeck already had a dispel magic cast on him and like freaked out afterwards.
Right, and he's moaning about presumably Forsyth, who is probably the woman in the bag.
if you want to examine another dwarf, you need to tell me which dwarf you want to examine.
Another live dwarf or dead dwarf?
Up to you.
Filnir.
Yes.
Let's copy Abel. I'm putting my glasses on too.
I don't think I ever took his off.
He's got his on still.
So
He just rolls. He rolls like that.
and just to
He's the only one of us that has like wraparound shades.
right,
Yeah.
just to confirm, all the scrying dim light orbs are gone.
No, they're all still there.
Still there.
Perhaps you dwarves can claim responsibility for the scrying orbs that are floating around here, or someone else is watching. Are those yours?
So who are you talking to specifically?
Who's the one, the caster? Varric, right?
Garrick.
Garrick. Sorry, similar names.
Yeah. No, I don't. That's beyond what people of the woods of the mountain can do. You see things.
I see.
Seeing eyes.
Yes, I see
Where?
mists.
Here? Or here? Over here? Where?
I'll point to them.
Okay.
Point them out.
I
And then I'll give Garrick a real good look.
Okay.
Given the chatter of two of them.
All right.
Maybe as he's
Yeah.
pointing at things, so it doesn't look like I'm like staring him down.
Yeah.
After him,
Give
I'm
me an
looking at Cubby.
intelligence check.
All right, intelligence check. Give him the ocular pat down.
Okay.
15.
Okay, great. And then John, you said you're going to take a look at Cubby.
Yeah,
All right. Go ahead.
that's a 22.
Okay. Yeah, it seems, you're pretty certain that is a dwarf, if that's what you're looking for, John.
Okay. All right.
And Filnir, you're also pretty sure that Garrick is a dwarf.
Okay.
I go up to Harbeck. I'm like,
Harbeck, calm down. Come over to the fire. I've got a nice hot cup of nut tea for you.
Oh, it's Abel. Is this beyond your magic? Look at him. He's not long dead. Maybe 3-4 days.
Oh, that is far beyond my magic, Harbeck. Come here. Come have some. I just made some fresh bark tea. Come sit with me, please.
Can we?
Would you like some of this bark tea?
Can we clean my boy first? Can we clean my boy and
Please.
and maybe bring him?
Please sit with Abel. I will take care of the boy.
Jonas will handle him. He knows the proper rights.
and I sort of gesture to Jonas like, just like make it good.
I get on my knees. I put my hands over the boy. My hands go in the air, and I start mumbling a little bit, and
and you see Varric and Flig and Cubby, and they, Varric's like waves to them to go over to help you with the rites, and so they start making their way over toward you.
Okay.
All right, Abel, it's you.
I say, I've got several varieties of bark here, Harbeck. Which one is your favorite? I can never remember.
Oh, well, I do like them all. You used to make me a birch bark tea. You have that in your pack?
And then I take a half step back and I look him dead in the eye and I say,
Harbeck, you hate bark tea.
and he looks up at you and he just sort of shrugs and he just says, I'm not myself. Okay.
Fair enough. Come on.
All right. Pause. So John, you're over there doing like fake rites, and you got the Rangers up over there. Filnir, what are you doing?
I feel like I'd be looking through this hag's stuff if there's any sort of pouches on her belt or,
Okay.
I know the net bag was all body parts and rock parts,
Okay.
but
Yeah. I will. So you're going through. The most interesting thing that you find in there is a chunk of iron about the size of Filnir's fist. It's super heavy, and let's see here. I'm trying to think of the kinds of things you've seen this stuff in museums before. Actually, give me a history, a nature, or a history. Yeah, history or nature check. Whichever one is better for you.
Sure. History, I've got +3, so let's do that one.
Okay.
18 total.
So this is definitely something that the people of Faerun call sky metal.
Okay.
And the other one that you've seen, which was held by an Omnian diplomat, he claimed that it entered from the sky. It hit a villager's hut and sort of left a crater and exploded as it went down in a ball of fire, and all that was left was one of these like hard nuggets of sky metal.
So it's like meteorite, basically.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
And then there's a coin there that looks to be made out of the same stuff. on her. And John, tell me what your ritual is that you're doing here.
So I'm muttering and raising my hands as if I'm praying to the gods, and then I roll the boy over, and as I touch the boy, he begins to clean as I cast prestidigitation on him, and I just sort of smooth my hands, just a very gentle with the body, and as I smooth things out, he just becomes cleaner and cleaner as I do that.
And as you do that, Cubby starts to kind of he's sort of gasps again and says, "Oh, it's so great having a magician around. It's so great." And
Cubby,
Varric,
don't you have somewhere to be?
Yeah, I need to go help my brother, or my cousin, I think, in Monterre soon.
I don't know how I knew that. I just had this instinct that perhaps you would do somewhere soon.
and
You will make it
Varric-
there safely.
Yeah, I'm sure I will. And Varric, you see Varric put his hand on Jonas's shoulder, kind of like thanking him, and then you see that his mouth grows to a giant size as he reaches down and he grabs hold of Jonas and bites down on him. Now, Jonas, this is what we're going to do. I am going to roll. We're going to do just what we did with Abel. So I'm going to roll the first attack here.
Yeah.
And you, as this thing is coming down on you, you realize, but you are not going to be able to do anything other than you can maybe have a reaction, but that's going to be about it on this one until we roll initiative one more time. All right, he's biting you, and it is it's a natural 20.
Oh shit! All right,
it's a natural 20. Okay, this is going to be a lot of dice, and then he's going to grapple you. All right, that is 32 damage.
Jesus,
from the bite, and he's got down, and her teeth are in you, and you just kind of you hear a whisper, and the whisper sounds like this: "You killed my sister. I don't care if I die. You will die."
And what do we see? Another hag, or we see the dwarf?
You see another hag. It's gone. This this thing is gone, and she reaches her hands around you, and you can get a contested. You can use your acrobatics against this, but you will be grappled no matter what here.
So I'll use my acrobatics when she bites me. I'm just going to be, she's going to put her hand on me, and I'm going to say, "Oh, really? It's no problem. Ah, it's biting me! It's biting me! It's biting me!"
Paulson, attack!
All right. Here's the acrobatics. Come on, Jonas. All right, that's 25.
Guess what, guys? It's over. He's had a crit. He just rolled a 25. Okay,
he's having a streak.
It's amazing. This is like he's back to normal. He's back to normal John style. And so she's got her hands around him, and he is grappled, and she's digging her claws in, and she's going to do a one single claw attack here. This is not going to be that bad here. A 19.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay. This is not the damage of the crushing.
I should have guessed.
The crushing here.
I should have guessed my
Oops. Oh, that's not. Yeah, and that's going to be 17 more
that's
damage.
That's the not so bad.
That's not so bad.
Yeah,
that's horrible. Okay. She
That's
claws
not fair.
me.
The boy's got no meat on his bones.
She claws me, and I go slack.
Oh no.
You're down?
I'm down.
Now Tom feels like he won Dungeons and Dragons, right?
Yeah, right.
Well, you did just do 49 damage.
Yeah,
in that
to a guy
one
with no armor.
With no armor.
Okay.
Yeah. Defenses all the way down. Son of a bitch.
All right. And we are in initiative.
All right, so we got to roll again, huh? Okay.
Wait here. Let me remove
does,
these.
Does John get a negative to his initiative for being unconscious?
John, you know what? You still need to roll initiative to determine when you do death saves.
Okay.
But I think you'll get. I think you're gonna. There's a lot of people who can heal you in this group. So
Yeah. If I can get up, I can get out.
All right, Filnir got a 12. Oh, yeah, and then Pawson. I rolled for Pawson,
Okay.
but Pawson goes with me. I forgot. So I'll
Okay.
just change that.
I'm gonna do the archers together. Even Varric. Not Varric. Actually, not Varric. Varric is not with them.
Jonas
Okay.
got a 14.
Okay. And then let me get this thing in here. Okay. And
Something just occurred to me. That
what's that?
Tom may have made up this whole thing of they always come in twos because we killed the first one too easily.
No, that is not true. That's not true.
Tom, you don't have to answer. Save it for the bonus.
That's right. That's right.
It's like, you kill it fast? I'll just drop another one on you.
We see how you do.
Okay, that's pretty
The
good.
joy of this
and then
game,
the
right?
last one here. Sorry for the all of the time here, but we can cut this out. We can cut the initiative rolls out.
No.
Did you guys ever see the movie The Edge with Alec Baldwin and
No.
Anthony Hopkins, where they have to fight a bear?
Looked like it was pretty cool.
They're like stuck in the woods and they have to fight this bear. And at the end, they're all beaten up and bruised and bloody, and they manage to kill it. And like the last shot of the movie is this helicopter flying in, and my friend Joey Sulpizio, who I was watching it with, leans over to me and goes, "Wouldn't it be funny if it just dropped another bear on him and then flew off?" That's kind of how I feel right now.
Yeah.
Fair.
Okay. All right. So Garrick Holdershek is going to go first. And he sort of sees what's happened over here. And he just says, "Get back up, wizard." And he casts Healing Word on you.
Hey.
And let me see here. Okay. That is going to be 11 hit points. He upcast
Nice.
that baby.
Nice. Thank you.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. And then he is holding he's holding a staff, and he whispers something on the staff, and he holds it up, and he rushes toward the hag, and that is the extent of his turn. And next is Jonas.
Okay.
You were on the ground. You are grappled by a hag.
I was on the ground. I was grappled by a hag. All of a
you've
sudden,
just come to.
my eyes open. There's a hag on top of me.
Actually, you're not on the ground. She's actually holding you up.
Wait a
So she's
second.
like
I
she's
thought he escaped the grapple.
no.
I did escape the grapple.
Yeah. So
but
the
she
way
still
we did
got
this
me.
is like, instead of giving a crushing, instead of forcing you
okay.
to do crushing damage here on this one, I allowed you to prevent it for 1 round. That's what I did for you too, Abel.
Well, Danke. I my eyes open. The thing has me, and whenever I'm in trouble, the first thing I think of is Mr. Percy. I look at Mr. Percy, and I Missy step to Mr. Percy,
Ah, okay, good.
and I say, "Go, Percy, go!"
And did you roll for Mr. Percy this time?
Hopefully, he will now.
I will roll for Mr. Percy. All right, so you're standing next to Mr. Percy, and he's about 25, 30 feet away from this action, and he's, "Oh, Ionis, are you all right?"
She bit me pretty hard, but let's just kill it first, and then we'll deal with me.
You still have an action. That was a
That
bonus
was my action. Missy. Oh yeah, you're right. Missy steps my bonus. Really? Okay.
Yeah, baby.
I look at the hag. This time I'm just angry. I look at the hag this time, and I just firebolt the hag.
Cantrips, right?
Yeah. I firebolt the hag. Shit. That's an 11. Streak's gone.
That's gonna miss. Okay. All right.
Yeah, streak's gone. You rolled a 4.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's right.
Really terrible.
Maybe the streak continues after the brief blip. Maybe, I don't know. How about Saber?
Saber is going to dart toward the Annis hag, and who's closest, Filnir or Abel?
Filnir is closest. Filnir was like searching the other hag that was over there, and that
Okay.
was right next to where Forsyth was.
Saber is ready to A, give Filnir the help action, on B, the Annis hag.
Okay, perfect. Okay, you'll have advantage in your first attack on the Annis hag,
Great.
assuming you do decide to do that, and it's your turn.
And I can get to the Annis hag this turn.
Oh
How
yeah,
far?
for sure. Oh, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she's
Then
like standing, and she looks just like her sister, and she looks super confused about where the spindly little wizard was that she was just munching on.
Perfect. Okay. I will walk over and take a swing. That's a 19. Let me roll it again because I have advantage, just in case. Yeah, so 19 is the better of the two.
19 hits.
Okay. D8. That is 10 damage.
Okay.
And then I will take my second attack. 27.
That's a big hit. Yeah.
It's a big hit. I do not have Hexblade's Curse to make that a crit, unfortunately. But let me roll damage. Another 10.
All right. Oh, goodness. Okay.
I'll be like, I killed your sister. You're next.
Yeah, you grabbed the wrong skinny guy.
Yes, I can't pop. Oh, shit. I should not say that.
Yeah. And then Pawson, you're going to attack with him?
Yeah. Pawson is going to run over.
Okay. I'm going to bite her knee.
He will get advantage because of pack tactics.
Yep.
So he will bite. Roll 2 of these suckers. 17.
17 is going to hit.
Nice.
Yes.
All right. And his bite damage is 2d6 plus 4. 14 damage.
14 damage. Man, and just you see like bits of flesh that he just rips off when he bites down on her
And
leg. Okay.
it has to do a DC 14 strength save.
Okay. All right. Even though it's a large,
It says
still...
it just says if the target is a creature.
Okay.
So he's not attacking a wall. We're good.
Okay. All right. Let's get it on here.
Isn't Pawson large too?
Yeah, he is large. Yeah, he's large. This is like Mothra versus Godzilla here. All right, strength saving throw, right?
Yep.
This is an 11.
Fails, so it's knocked prone.
Fuck. Okay.
Woohoo.
All right, so it's prone. Okay.
Sorry, archers.
So next, yeah, right. So yeah, and next is gonna be Reginald Percy. So he says, "Whatever you say, master," and he runs, and he is going to attack with his dagger here. And
Wait, is that what he said?
Yeah, he said, "Get him." He said, "Go." He said, "Go," and he misses. He just swipes around it.
He has advantage.
Why do I have
Yeah.
advantage?
Because
Prone.
she's prone. She's prone.
Because she's prone. Okay.
She's prone to getting stabbed by Mr. Percy.
She's very prone. And she misses. And he misses again.
God damn.
15 misses. Yeah.
All right, Percy, come back.
All right. And
Yeah,
the
she's got
two
fire
archers,
too.
Flig and Cubby,
Yeah, 17's the number, Sam.
are gonna try and pepper this thing with arrows. Now, Cubby is going first, and Cubby, you see him pull back his he knocks his arrow and he pulls it back, and you can tell he closes one of his eyes, and you can just see the glint of something in his eye that sort of looks kind of magical. It's like almost like a little laser that goes straight to the thing, toward the hag, and he shoots, but he's got disadvantage. So let me see here. Okay, so he gets a 17. That is going to hit.
Nice.
And he is going to add a D10 to this damage. So let's see here. What do we got? Okay, so 12 plus 8, 20 damage on the first attack of 4. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Nice.
Oh my god. Okay. All right, let's see. Let's see if we can get the other. Oh, guys. I'm just ripping through my people here. Okay, the next attack misses, and then Flig is going to attack. And Flig misses, and Flig gets her second attack, and that also misses. And we are to the hag. So Percy's attacking, Filnir's attacking, the hag is down, the hag stands up, tries to attack Filnir, of course.
Oh, I was really hoping it would try to move after Jonas.
No, I was thinking about having it attack Percy, but it's not time for that yet. Too soon. Too soon.
Yeah, we
right?
have to have the training montage where we bring
That's
Percy
right.
up to speed on how to fight
All
while
right.
we travel.
So she swings her claw at you, Filnir. A 25. Does that hit?
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay. All right. The claws are not anything to sneeze at, man. 14 slashing damage.
Okay.
And then she swings another claw at you. Oh my god. It's another natural 20, fellas.
Oh shit.
Oh my god, there's a lot of dice. Oh, you have a lot of healers. Thank God for that. Okay. 13, 8, 21 more damage. And
Okay.
and then the mouth opens and bites down at you.
Damn it.
12.
And I managed to pull my shield around in time and just
All right.
bang those teeth right up against it.
And she reaches out to grab at you, and we'll do a contested. This time she did not give up an attack for this, so you will be contested next round. So you can escape this. She will not crush you unless you don't escape and don't fail contested thing on her turn. But you can escape the grapple this time.
So you need me to roll?
Athletics or acrobatics, your choice.
All right. And I rolled a natural 1.
Okay.
Damn it.
All right. So you are still grappled, but you can still attack. You
Okay.
still have your full turn.
Okay. And who's next?
It is it's Harbeck, and he's over with Abel, and he has not reacted yet. He's still distraught over his son. But Abel, you've seen this whole thing, and you may act.
All right. I run in late to the party as always. And I am going to try to stab the hag with my spear.
Okay.
18.
18 hits.
What's that? And that. 6 piercing and 2 divine.
All right. This thing is really messed up.
And then I'm going to... No, better to do this. I'm going to use my Shield Master trait to try to shove the hag prone again.
Oh, smart.
So this is a contested athletics check.
All right.
And mine is a natural 1.
Oh, okay. So she's going to beat that.
And
She
I
rolled
already, you said before you wished you could give me 2 inspiration points.
I do wish I could have, but that's not the rules. So sorry about that.
Yeah. Okay, so I just try to shove her and she doesn't move.
Yep. Okay. Garrick Holdershek begins to move his hands around again, and and he is looking right at Filnir, and he begins to cast something. And Jonas, do you want to do anything about this?
You said Harbeck is looking at Filnir and casting
No,
something?
Garrick is casting something on Filnir. Yeah.
Daggone it. What for?
You don't have to
Maybe
do
it's
anything
something
for
good.
I just wonder if Jonas would
Give
even know.
something.
Don't like counter a bark skin or something. I don't know what druids do.
I don't know what
Just let
He's
it go.
casting speak with animals on him.
All right,
let it
I'm
go.
gonna just let it. We're friends. It's like yes, get the hag. Enhance Filnir.
Okay. All right. And Filnir, even though you are grappled, you feel fur begin to grow from your skin, and you start to just become just absolutely giant. You just like bust out of your normal size. The grapple is broken, and you guys are looking at a fully formed white polar bear standing in the in front of the hag. And let me give you, let's see if I can give you control of this. Let's see.
Those
Okay.
are polar bear noises, everybody. Originals.
Yes.
Those were not sound effects. I know they were really convincing.
Okay. And Jonas, it's you. So now you're standing, you see that the hag has lost its grapple and is standing in front of a giant polar bear that has like slightly pointy ears and looks a little bit more handsome than your average polar bear. But I'll tell you what you do also see is that Pawson is looking super interested. Like super duper interested.
Oh boy.
It's also a winter bear.
Okay. Where is the polar bear in relation to the hag?
I mean, right next to it. The polar bear has she had it grappled, and now it is no longer grappled, but they are still standing off against each other.
And then how far is Mr. Percy?
Mr. Percy's right next to the hag too. So they're both I mean, they're not abreast. Like Mr. Percy is, let's say, just south, and Filnir is just east.
All right, so that won't work. All right, so I just say, Mr. Percy, it's a polar bear. You've done enough. Come on back. And I fire at the Annis hag. Firebolt. That's a 24 to hit.
That's a hit.
All right.
John is rolling today, baby.
Oh man, I'm angry.
This is it. This is the end of it.
That's gonna be a 17 damage.
Ooh.
Oh man,
17 damage, baby.
so close.
Oh, damn it.
So close, but not dead. It's still not dead. Okay.
Filnir's gonna get to kill both of them.
Filnir's going to kill both of them, and this one in bear form. All right. All right. It's you, Filnir. Unless you have other stuff you want to do, John.
No, that's it.
Okay.
All right. I will. Which first, the bite or the claws? I guess the claws.
All right.
That's a 10. So I take a swipe, not realizing exactly how long these arms have gotten.
Right.
Just like sort of hit sort of muff it with the inside of my elbow. Doesn't actually hurt anybody, and then I'll take a bite. 17, which we know is the magic number.
And we know it doesn't matter what you roll. Tell me what you do to the second hag.
No, I'm going to roll, damn it.
1 point?
Well, I'm assuming he has a plus. She has 2 left.
True.
7 plus 5, so yeah, 12 damage.
Okay.
So just gonna bite for the neck like a good bear would, and then give it a good shake.
So that you just bite through this soft skin, and you find that your teeth completely meet each other again as you bite down, and the back of the hag's neck skin is all that holds the head on there. And there's a brief moment where the missing chunk of skin of neck and spinal cord, it's still sort of like standing up, and then it sort of closes the gap that the bear left, and the head just like comes down and like is resting like over her chest, and then the giant beast slumps over and lies almost exactly next to her dead sister. And we are out of initiative.
Jeez.
And I run over to Harbeck. Harbeck, only 2s, right? They come in 2s?
Twos. He's like really kind of fucked up right now.
Never like 2 pairs of 2 or 2 plus a third.
I think that's it.
Which other
We were
dwarf is
having
a
a lot
hag?
of 3-way talk recently. I don't want to be surprised.
Which one of you dwarves is a hag? I'm like pointing my hands, ready for a 5-volt at every dwarf.
No, we're out of initiative. You guys did a good job. Garrick is like starts to wave his hands to change Filnir out of the polar bear, and Pawson just goes, wait, maybe just a little bit longer. And Pawson comes up to you, Filnir, and sort of howls and just says, I know you can't talk, but maybe we could just go for a quick little walk together.
I'll just put
Like
the
this.
gigantic bear paw like right on his face and just kind of like push his head away.
Yeah. Okay. I like that, huh? And then Garrick drops it, and you are on all fours and really, really, really small compared to the bear, and you are back to yourself.
Pawson, stop licking me.
Oh, the master, that was a very, very interesting melee.
If you'd like, I will use that fang touch that you enjoy so much.
Yes, if you don't mind.
So I'll cast Vampiric Touch and hit Pawson with it.
Okay.
And then I forget what the extra is. I should have written it down, but I don't think I did.
Instead of going half the damage, it's times 4 the damage that you get back.
All right, so 11 damage, so then I would get back 44.
44. Yep.
All right, so I'll be topped off
Dope.
again.
Yeah. How long does it last?
It's just one action. And then I can concentrate it for up to a minute. So
Okay.
I can hold on to it, but I only need it the once.
Okay.
Obviously.
All right.
If I touch the wolf, will I get some too, Filnir?
No, and unfortunately,
Come touch the wolf. Come touch the wolf.
Never mind.
maybe there's more to learn about this connection. At your own risk, Ionis.
Never mind, I'm fine.
So Harbeck is still freaking out, and Garrick Holdershek comes over to you, Abel, and just says, "Oh, where do we go from here? It's bad. Our villagers are killed. My brother Varric is dead."
You have to see to your people, Garrick. The grove is eaten, but there are still people on this mountain who need your help.
There's still a lot of Holdersheks.
Groves can be regrown. Villages can be rebuilt.
Harbeck will need your help.
I don't have much to give, but if there's anything I can do for you, let me know.
Funny you should mention it. Had we not intervened, fair to say the Holdershek clan and basically every dwarf living on this mountain probably end up in one of them bags, not too shooting.
That's yeah. He kind of looks around and he says, "She's even been eating the Durgers."
Well, thank Tempest for small favors, I suppose.
Yeah.
She wasn't too picky though. But there's gonna come a time. I know there will come a time. I pray it will not be soon. But we will need to call your banner.
Well, our men will be with you, I suppose. What's left of them.
And I sort of grab him by the scruff of his shirt. And I give him a hard slap across the face.
Oh,
Garrett, God damn it. Are you a Holdershek dwarf or not?
Aye.
This isn't the worst thing you've seen on this mountain. You got to get your people together.
Aye, that's true.
Show some of the fight you people are famous for. When I was living up here, I was trying to get you to be less bloodthirsty. Okay, if you can believe that.
Yes. It's true.
Now show some of that fight for your people.
I guess there's still plenty of us left. It's true. And just not a whole lot of ones that I like.
Welcome to the world, buddy. Welcome to the world.
Yeah. And they gather their things and wish you well, and Garrick gives you the extra coin of sky metal that he had, that the hag was using to speak to him, and there was another one on Harbeck. I mean, there's another one on Varric, on the body of Varric, but only the one big chunk of sky metal that you found, Filnir.
So 2 coins and 1 big chunk.
Yeah. And your plan was to make your way back to Lakenhearth.
Was
Sir
that
Keith.
I
a
don't think
plan?
we didn't have a plan yet.
Oh, sorry. I remember. Sorry. I thought you guys did have a plan. I thought you were going to walk there.
Well, before
No,
before
I think
they
we-
leave,
I think we planned to have an argument about it. That's what
Okay.
we
Yeah.
planned on.
before they leave, as they're leaving, I just wave my hand and I say, "Should you run into further trouble, look to Lake and Hearth." And I wave them off.
And then I say, and should Lakenhearth run into further trouble, we will look to you.
I will come running.
It will take them a moment. It's not a close city, not a short journey.
That would be better than them running into any further trouble here, and we could definitely use them, as Abel said.
Yes, indeed.
Gentlemen, my timetable is sped up.
Is that some kind of fancy wizard contraption?
It just means that I need to get whatever I need done. I need to get it done. I need to get back to Monterre, and before I do that, I need to get this island under control. For this is the things that are happening. Whatever plans Faerun has, we need to stand together. Hark, Adair, Lakenhearth, Lakeshire, the Gilbrain Wilds. We must stand together in order to face this. Now, I believe if we get back to Lakenhearth, I can begin talking to Galwinia about who the important people are and who we can begin to rally together in order to make this work.
Do we not need to go help Felipe? Bolster our resources.
I was about to say, I agree with that plan in all generalities except for one particular. Which is, we already know one important person who needs our help, and he's in the Ryan Mighty Tavern.
How far is that from here?
It's a good question. How far is it from here?
It's really far. I mean, we're talking probably 50 miles, 60 miles.
That's not that far on the majestic steeds, the unicorns.
Yeah. I mean, you guys could get there, and probably you could, assuming you go unmolested, you could probably get to the Ryan Mighty.
We could get there in a Percy training montage, right?
But like with Pawson, we're not going to get there unmolested.
I don't know. Honestly, I'll have you roll for it.
I mean, are you kidding? Like,
I meant
Pawson
by
might help us
Pawson.
get there unmolested.
You know?
Oh, right. Sure. No. Pawson's not doing anything to you guys. Come on.
Listen, I appreciate how much he emphasized the aspect of consent in this latest interaction. He didn't ask the polar bear if it wanted to go on a walk with him in the woods.
Yep.
That's
which I
right.
think is really important.
He's making his way. He's growing up, and he is realizing that every creature has their own, loves their life as much as he loves his.
So Lake and Hearth, I mean, we know Lake and Hearth is at least one full hard day's travel.
Yep. Yep. We could get there if we busted. Although we went through the river, but we could get there.
But Felipe
Greentown.
Madamba is in a bad way.
Yep. And has a bad surgeon.
Yeah.
I'm inclined to think that our first stop should be to see to Felipe, see if we cannot gather another ally, help him survive whatever ails him, if it is within our abilities.
Well, that is a very good point, and he and his forces would be very welcome. 2 questions. How long is Galwinia going to stay in Lakenhearth and wait for us?
That was not made clear. Probably not very long.
Right. She is a key resource. We cannot lose her. And
I don't know if we can keep her.
Can you tell Florn to stall her? Just make her real comfortable. Get her good and drunk.
I can try. Maybe the two of them will hit it off. Maybe they won't. You can never tell with that boy. The other bad thought that just occurred to me is that Florn told me that Despo Goodshower was with the Adaran army.
Yes.
Which means that she's currently marching on Jesus and the Gith.
Yes.
I don't know how much there is we can do about that. I mean, that's what we keep running into is we need an army.
Right, the three of us
And
against the Adaran
We've got the
troops.
beginnings of one now, but we still don't have enough to challenge Adair, to challenge Hark, or at least to speak with them from a position of strength.
I can only assume, knowing the dislike that Despo had for Adair, that there was some sort of tactical choice made on her part. And she, as we know, can take care of herself.
And there's a lot of ill shit going on in Breentown, too. I mean, I haven't forgotten about that. But
Well, perhaps I can reach out to her and find out how she is.
And apparently there's some insurrection going on at Adair. Am I remembering that, too? Lord,
Yes.
a number of things going on beyond our reach is many and growing.
Well, I feel like Adair, the Adaran problem may solve itself. But,
Wouldn't it be great if one of them did that for once?
But if we can find out what remains of Adair after that's all over, I don't know what's going to happen in Lakeshire. Galwinia did tell us there are forces in Lakeshire that are loyal to Lakeshire, that are in hiding. Perhaps after that's all done, we can find out who they are. Again, I just want to make sure that we can begin rallying these forces as soon as possible. I hope that going to visit Felipe and traveling that great distance will be fruitful, but we have no guarantees. Whereas with Lakenhearth, if we go back, we can begin setting up fortifications, and we can maybe begin sending out messages to key people and telling them to meet us there.
And we don't know how to use a teleportation circle of our own.
I'm working on it, but so far it's confounded me.
Okay.
You did say Syl was coming back. Well, Syl said herself that she was coming back to Lakenhoth for a favor of her own, but perhaps...
And we do know that Felipe is quite skilled with the teleportation circles, so perhaps if we make it to Felipe, he can either aid you in your training, if you will, or he can get us a shortcut back to Lakenhearth.
Oh, I just had a thought.
What's that, Abel?
Is that teleportation circle still working?
I
don't see why it wouldn't be.
I take a look at it.
It's only been a few minutes.
It looks like it is. I mean, she told you it had enough juice for... It's one more person, 2 more people. Yeah.
2 more.
We've got 2 chests with us right now, don't we?
We do.
Shouldn't we have sent one with somebody through that teleportation circle to Lakenhearth?
God damn it, Abel, I tried to do that, but you said Mr. Percy should stay.
Well, I don't care. Mr. Percy should stay, but that chest should have gone, man.
That's
But
valuable. I only trust that with me and Mr. Percy.
Well, if we can send Mr. Percy with the chest, and we can make it to Felipe, we may be able to use the chest to get back to Lakenhearth.
Ionis, theoretically, it could work. Very dangerous.
Except would we have to leave the chest? Oh, jeez. I'm turning my brain in knots just thinking about it.
Mr. Percy, would you be willing to part with me as we make our way to Felipe Mandamba, so that we can then return to you quickly?
Mr. Ionis, I will do as you ask. Could I offer you a second plan?
Oh, thank the Lord.
Send me through the circle with my chest. I will make contact with your Florn Gershon. I will teach him all about the chest. And in exactly 2 days' time, at exactly midnight, you will open your chest, and I will open mine, and I will walk through and see if this can work. It should be me. It should not be one of you. You're much too important. And he's just talking to you, Filner, and
sorry, people listening can't see all of our faces right now.
Just tight mouths.
Ionis, I would not ever allow you to walk through there before I have.
Well, I sent Saber through, and he made it. So I'm willing to give it a try.
All right. This is goodbye, then. 2 days hence, midnight.
I will open my chest then, sir.
And I will open mine. I love you like a son and a master. Keep yourself safe. Don't blow all your resources.
I shall guard them. I shall guard them jealously.
I do not believe you.
And well met today, Mr. Percy.
Well met indeed.
2 days hence.
And thus ends episode 37 of Every War Must End, the Dungeon Dads podcast.
Wait a second. Wait.
Oh. I take it back. It doesn't.
And then Abel, as we're walking off, puts his arm around Jonas.
Jonas, you did a great thing there, and I think there's a lesson in all of this. If you just open your chest a little bit, maybe we'll all stop moving in circles.
And thus ends episode 37 of Every War Must End, the Dungeon Dads podcast.
Awesome, Sam.
Toodaloo, everybody.
Toodaloo.
Yeah, stick around for the bonus episode. Patreon subscribers, you're not on Patreon. Get to it.
Yeah, give us
Got
those 5s and
Discord,
scribes. We still need them. We still
That's
need
right.
those 5s and scribes,
Yeah, as many
everybody.
You can give us.
Hit up the reviews. Hey, go do an episode or two on Podchaser. Let us know which one your favorite is.
Yeah.
right.
You know
always
what you're
curious.
never going to hear us say?
What?
We've got too many reviews and too many 5-star ratings. We need you guys to cool it for a little bit.
Yeah, just pump the brakes on that.
Well, we'll challenge you to get to that point.
Yeah.
You know, after so many great reviews and 5-star ratings, it's starting to feel a little less special, and we just need you to, just slow it down a little bit.
Come on, stop saying that.
Yeah, no,
Stop saying that.
Again, that is not what we're saying.
not
We get
true.
excited about every single one.
Yeah.
Yep,
That's right.
we do. Thank you
Thanks,
so much for
everybody.
listening. Toodaloo.
Toodaloo.